By the end of the day, despite having suffered heavy casualties, the Confederates routed the main body of Union troops and drove them back into the woods.
Get some more. I got your muskets. Go, boys! Go! Cover the retreat! Come to the rear! Come to the rear! Fill it in with me, guys. Come on. Come on, move it out. Come on, get through. Stop. Move it! You don't mind leaving you!
A small band of determined Federal soldiers held the line at Pleasant Grove and saved the army from total destruction. The battle was over, but these combatants would soon meet again. The Battle of Mansfield, or Sabine Crossroads, resulted in over 2,000 Union soldiers killed, wounded, or missing. In addition, 150 wagons filled with supplies and 1,000 horses and mules fell into the hands of the victorious Confederates. But the victory was not without its price. The rebels suffered over 1,000 casualties, including General Mouton. But they had stopped the invasion, and now the hunter would become the hunted. As the end of the reenactment drew near, it was time to reflect on the lessons learned and the experience gained from the campaign.
One thing that is in the original campaign, the Federal cavalry was severely criticized because they had their trains right up behind them, and General Lee was criticized that that's why his trains were captured. However, after seeing what we've gone through this week, I have a certain degree of sympathy for him, in that if his trains were 10 or 15 miles back behind his cavalry, he would have been out of supply, no feed or forage for his horses, and it certainly gives you a different perspective and better understanding of what he was trying to do.
Yes, it's quite an experience going through the woods, the wilderness, and the lack of communication.
Muddy roads.
Muddy roads.
Also, the miscommunication, the rumor of I saw somebody there, I saw somebody here. We think the Confederate cavalry is down this road or down that road. There are a couple of occasions where wrong roads were taken, trying to follow not the greatest maps in the world. You can certainly really appreciate the problems of moving an army along dirt roads, trying to keep it watered and fed.
We read books like Hardtack and Coffee and Life in the Army, and you know, you read it and you say, man, I really want to try it. And we got out here, and it's really, the march was real. It really was. I mean, when I was doing picket duty at night, it seemed so real. And you just have an overwhelming respect for your ancestors after doing this. Because, see, my ancestors, I only have 2 Union ancestors, the rest were Confederate, but it don't matter. I mean, a man
right.
fought for whatever he believed in.
And the hardships they endured must have been...
Yeah, the hardships they endured was the same. I mean, you can tell that by this week, just by both armies. But the camaraderie is great, and as much bad has went out of this, you've got much more good. The positive greatly outweighs the negative. I mean, when I teach, I can positively stand up and say in front of my class that I have walked a few miles in their shoes, and I know what you know, we'll never get totally authentic the way they were back then, but I believe we're as close as we'll ever get. And I think Bruce Fraser did a great job with this.
Well, I personally made a 100-mile march back in about 1981 or 82 on foot, carrying a rifle, just as the majority of these people have been doing this week. And that was such an experience for me, and I learned that week, without traveling in automobiles or without modern camping facilities at night, I had a real experience, and it brought to me a little bit closer to what the people that we are trying to emulate went through well, at that time 120 years ago, now 130 years ago. And then, of course, I made a couple other marches. But I just wanted to have an opportunity before I get to the end of my duty that I could offer something like that to those that wanted to participate in an adventure like that before I was at the end of my line. And that is what drove me more than anything, and because this area, I don't know anywhere else in the United States where we could have done this, because where anything significantly happened. We've tried to take horses and wagons to all other parts of the South and up through into Virginia and Pennsylvania, and we're not allowed to get on the roads, and we're not allowed to do this, and we're not allowed to do that. And I knew, because I was raised up over in East Texas, maybe 100 miles from here. These are the same kind of people that I was raised up with in the country, and I felt like in my heart I could come over here and I could explain and sell to them what we were trying to do, and in fact that has been accomplished, and these people are so supportive because of that type of people, because of the rural aspect of where we are, because that we're on original roads, original battle sites, which makes it even better. Today, April the 9th, we'll be fighting the Battle of Pleasant Hill on Saturday. All of these things that we've been doing, the only thing that didn't happen on the day that it happened on in 1864 is it rained on Tuesday. In 1994, it rained on Thursday in 1864. But everything else has been exactly on the day, and that's been, I think, has added to the experience too. But the overwhelming, all of the little bitty things that come together is what I guess has really driven me to accomplish something that I don't think has ever been done before. It's taken a lot of people, a lot of help to do this, and all of those people are to be commended. But I guess just to be a part of something that's never been done before, it's never even been attempted before, to keep 800 or 900 people out there for a week and feed them, to put a baggage train in the field, horse-drawn artillery, cavalry as we have seen it, which has skirmished, by the way, all week, done tremendous service for both armies. Those are the kind of things that we can't ever experience on a weekend reenactment. And this campaign has been truly an adventure and experience to those of us that's participated. And it's truly been what I think I like to call a historical exhibition to all of the spectators and the farmers and the landowners and those around us that's helped us from the outside, or at least enjoyed what we've been doing.
On the morning of April 9th, 1864, the Confederates received reinforcements of nearly 4,000 men, giving them a slight numerical advantage over the Federal troops, who had retreated towards Natchitoches during the night. The Confederates planned an elaborate flanking attack, but the hostile wilderness, which had inhibited Union progress on the entire campaign, now worked against the Southerners, who could not coordinate their movements and found themselves up against a well-defended and surprisingly resolute opponent. After hard marching over 20 miles and less than 24 hours after fighting a major battle, the two armies prepared to clash again at a town with the ironic name of Pleasant Hill.
Clear the rope! Come on, Johnny man! Come on, boy! Put it on! Shoulder, Sid!